The key to intellectuality is having a big vocabulary. Now, why you want to have a big vocabulary is so that people will not talk over your head. They won't say something like, oh, the Wan child, and you'll go, Wan, W-A-N, what's that mean? It's not a very common word. It's not a big word, but you won't know what it means. So go look up Wan. I was sitting down in my parents' basement writing for the first time. I was 14, 15. I started writing when I was 15, but even into my 20s, I was writing my book, Usurped, my first book. And I was coming across all these words in the thesaurus. And then I go look them up in this giant, I had one of these giant dictionaries that big, the Merriam-Webster unabridged. And you could find any word in there. And so, because that's what we had back then, obviously, guys' books. We didn't have the internet. I mean, it's so much easier now. You go to thesaurus.com, you find every word in the world. I mean, it's really a lot easier. But at any rate, I was learning all these words, and I swear that I would go look it up, and it was like I already knew the meaning of that word. And I always thought, what, did I know this in another lifetime or something? It's weird. But, so at any rate, I built up a huge vocabulary, and I noticed that, people won't talk over your heads. Pseudo-intellectuals, I'm not an intellectual, but I love history. I'm not a historian. But when people, pseudo-intellectuals or intellectuals, they want to talk over your head, they will use big words or obscure words like Wan. You've heard of Wayne, go away. But the key to making sure that people don't talk over your head and don't make you feel stupid is having a large vocabulary, and you really want to have that. I'm always correcting my two boys, in particular my son Daniel, on his malaprops. A malaprop is a misuse of a word. Like, do you know where that country is over there, Brunei? And you say, no, I'm never one much for geology. It's geography. So that's a malaprop. You use the word in the wrong way, or you invented a word, and there is no word like conjective. What is conjective? I don't know. So there's objective and there's connection and conjective. I don't know. So that's a malaprop in another sense. So you got to know what you're saying and when you're saying it and how you're saying it and who you're talking to. I mean, and the meaning of that word. And then people won't talk over your heads. So having a large vocabulary is critical if you want to be a professional in life. And I don't care if it's a professional stay-at-home mom. You want to have an opinion. You don't want people to, she's just a dumb woman who raises her kids. No, you want to be informed. And you should be. You should, anybody who's going to stay at home and raise their kids, it's like the hardest job on planet Earth. I did it for 3 months with my first son. I was so happy to go back to work. I mean, it's hard. But some people are dumb and some people are smart. And the smart ones always have a large vocabulary.